I'm sitting here listening, and I have been listening to some of the questions that have been asked of you, and we could go a lot of different ways here. But I got to go back to the really bad wardrobe. I think we can all relate to that, my friend. You've come a long way.
Yeah, I've had some highly unfortunate wardrobe choices in the past, and I'm not proud of it. I can only tell you that I'm going to try to improve in the future.
Well, you're in good company, and I think everybody can relate to that. I think that relatability is what is going to be so nice about having you on the CBS Evening News.
I hope so. Yeah, I mean, I like having conversations with folks. I like learning new things from people. I love doing interviews because I like learning new things about those interviews. I've always tried to get better at what I'm doing every day and to try to learn new things. I think if you're not constantly pushing yourself to learn new things and to get better as a person and as a broadcast journalist, that it's a lot less fun. So thank you.
Well, it's nice to see. I mean, I was reading that you grew up watching Walter Cronkite. I would imagine he is a huge reason you chose to become a storyteller. Watching from Buffalo, you come up through the ranks, local news, now at the network. You get this phone call to come and work in the same environment that he was in. I mean, gosh, America sat down watching him. It was a nightly ritual. What does it feel like when you get that phone call?
It feels great, and I understand the responsibility, though, as well. One of the great honors of my life was getting a chance to meet when I was working in local news in Boston, and he was visiting the area, and I got a chance to work with a producer. I've spent a lot of time with a producer who worked with Walter Cronkite for a long time in the late 70s and early 80s. That's been very meaningful for me. I've learned a lot from him. I understand the history of this organization. I try to appreciate it as best I can. I'm a student of it, and it's been a great source of inspiration for me.
Well, you come into this role at a very unique time in our business, a lot of scrutiny right now. We're also forging ahead into this future of streaming, into this future of digital. How do you lead that?
I think it's a huge challenge, but it's a great opportunity for us. The notion that we can be, that our stories and our news coverage can be found not just on TV screens, but on smartphones, on iPads, on computer screens. That's hugely appealing for me. I think it's a big opportunity for us.
Last but not least, actually, two more questions. You've got an 8-year-old son, a 2-year-old daughter, been married quite some time. What would they say we don't know about you and would like the most?
I don't even want to think about that because I can only imagine what my son would say to that question. He is an opinionated young man. Let's be clear about that. My daughter, I'm not sure she would fully understand the question at this point. We're in the middle of potty training with her, which has been a great joy for me and my wife.
That's so believable.
As we continue to move along. I'll ask him tonight and I'll let you know.
Please do.
I would be very curious to see what he would say.
I think it would be interesting. I would love to hear that answer. Last but not least, will the show look different?
I think you'll see some tweaks and some changes on Monday evening for sure, and even more as we continue to move forward. And I think as we do move forward, you'll see more. I'd like to see us focus a little more on longer form stories and some of these deeper dives into pieces and issues that focuses on what is an exceptional core of correspondents and their reporting and their writing. That's what inspires me. I hope it's what can inspire those watching as well.
Looking forward to watching you. You connect so well, and we appreciate that. Good luck.
Thanks a lot.